The Big 12 is expanding, people. What's going on, people? Welcome back to The Reefer, Jack the Reefer, and I got another banger video for you guys today. But first off, like, comment, subscribe. Let's be special, baby. Let's be special. So it's come out that there are 4 teams that are going to be applying to join the Big 12 next week. And those 4 teams come from the American Conference and Independent Conference. And they are none other than BYU, Brigham Young University, UCF, University of Central Florida, Cincinnati, and Houston. Now, of those teams, Cincinnati, UCF, both good gets. Both up-and-coming programs. UCF's very much player progressive. We're going to do it different. They just brought in Gus Malzahn, and they're just trying to do it different, do it big. And Cincinnati, they're kind of on the rise. Luke Fickell, building a nice program there. So those are the 2 pickups that I like. Houston's more of just a regional feel. It feels like they just kind of fit more regional into the Big 12 than the other schools. And then BYU, it seems like they were just trying to find the next biggest school free agent they could. Now, overall, this whole ordeal with the Big 12, SEC, Oklahoma, Texas, it's a lot of drama. It's turning into a lot of drama, people. It feels like a giant breakup. Feels like the Big 12 was just broken up with by their girl, and their girl just ditched them for some other dude that they think's better, bigger, muscular, faster, stronger, more money, whatever. For some reason, she broke up with them. And now the Big 12's scrambling, trying to find some new girl, be like, hey, I'm doing all right myself. Look at this new girl I got. I'm doing fine. I'm gonna win this breakup. That's just what this whole deal is turning into. It's just kind of feels like a relationship broken up. That's what I'd compare it to. It also feels like the Big 12 is a bit panicked right now. Because, as I've said before, they were left out of the alliance between the ACC, Big 10, and Pac-12. Now, normally, that wouldn't be, it's kind of whatever. But with all the realignment and the possible expansion to the playoffs looming and just the whole uncertainty with NIL, future of money, you want friends in college football right now, and it feels like the Big 12 doesn't quite have those friends right now. So they're kind of scrambling, trying to get whoever they can, whatever power they can, and it's just desperate. Now, I would argue the Big 12 to stop it. Like, what? Why are we scrambling to add teams to the conference? I know there's realignment coming. I know. But we're trying to thrive, just not survive as a conference. I mean, you don't see the ACC, the Big 10, or the Pac-12 scrambling to add more teams just because they lost somebody. Now, at the same time, I don't really mind the drama. It's quite entertaining, to be honest. It makes for good content. Heck, if I could tell the Big 12 commissioner something right now, it's be like, hey, let's go try and poach like Arizona from the Pac-12, or heck, Arkansas from the SEC. How much money can we throw at them and bring them in? Let's do it. Let's turn this into a whole soap opera. It's great for content. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying sitting back and watching this whole thing unfold. It is great. It is great. But the landscape's it's shifting, and we'll see what the college football future holds. As this landscape is shifting, what's the right course of action for the Big 12? Now, honestly, I don't quite know what that is. That's why I'm not the Big 12 commissioner. But hey, you want to vote me commissioner? Okay. You want to vote Jack Reefer commissioner? All right, let's do it. So, first of all, one thing that I would do if I was commissioner of the Big 12 is make sure you don't make a mistake here. Because, I mean, you can look at the Big 10, and when they expanded, they added Maryland, Rutgers, and honestly, I'm sorry, but Rutgers kind of feels like a mistake there. What do they actually add to the conference? I mean, regionally, they're not even really in it geographically, so what? The football team's not good, basketball team made the tournament last year, I know, but what do they really add to the Big 10 conference? I mean, what was the big push to get it? It seemed like it was just kind of like they wanted to add Maryland because Maryland, it's a big school, and they just needed somebody else to keep the numbers even. And like, oh, Rutgers is available. Yeah, we'll just bring him in. That's what the Big 12 needs to avoid. We need to add value to our conference and not just add whoever the heck we want, whoever the heck will say yes. The biggest people we can say to get yes, try to clout chase. Now, I think Cincinnati and UCF, are they good pickups? Yes. But geographically and just regionally, do they make sense? One, they're not in that, Texas, Oklahoma region that the Big 12 predominantly is in. It's kind of like West Virginia out there. And are you really gonna be able to compete in the Ohio markets and the Florida markets for large viewership when you got Ohio State? You got Ohio State in Ohio. In Florida, you got Florida State, Florida, Miami. That's a lot of viewership in terms of conference poll that you're trying to compete with there. Houston makes more sense geographically and regionally, but as a program, their basketball program's been very good, but what value do they add to your conference? That I don't know the answer to, but obviously they see some value in it, otherwise they wouldn't be adding them. And then BYU, another one where just geographically, it just doesn't really seem to fit. It seems like BYU was just a free agent, and they were like, hey, we need to add as many big schools as we possibly can. So, hey, come on over. I don't know. It's kind of turning into a free-for-all. I'm interested to see how this all goes. But like I said, if I was the Big 12, just be selective about who you date/add to the conference. Be selective. Don't just go out there and date the first girl that throws herself at you after you got broken up with. That's all I got for today, people. As always, have a great day. Enjoy college football this weekend. Tell somebody you love them. Deuces.